was another fun week of fantasy football. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Saturday night. I have never done an episode on a Saturday night. Usually do it during the day, use some of the daylight. It's a little dark outside. Obviously, it's 8:30. Feels like it should be 10 o'clock. Most of y'all will be watching this probably in the morning, Sunday morning. So, good morning, Famleegue. Yeah, I tried to get to it earlier, but oh well. You're getting it now. So at least you're getting it. So, man, week 10. Good times, not really. I'm going to start off the episode to a certain someone who I promised them I would start off the episode if they won. And unfortunately, I do not have the confetti. I'm trying to look around for an improvise. I could make it rain with goldfish as the confetti or gummy bears, but I don't feel like cleaning up a mess. I barely felt like doing this episode tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I kind of almost want to go to bed or keep on playing my new Pokemon game, but I love doing these, so I was very motivated to do this. Finally had some time to. Molly Sue, congratulations. Slim Pickens ends the long 5-game losing streak. Now it's time to start a 5-game winning streak. What is Maya eating?
Eating something off the ground. Sorry.
It is unknown what little baby Maya was chewing, but we may find out soon. Anyway, Slim Pickens ends a 5-game losing streak. Scores 129 points, defeats the Scranton Stranglers, who he falls to 4-6. Welcome back to the win column, Molly Sue. Welcome back, James Conner, 23.6 points. He is one of 6 guys over 10 starters that scored in double figures. So good to have him back. Hopefully he stays electric for you, Molly. And for my boy Tanner, the Scranton Stranglers. Unfortunately, only 3 out of his 10 starters were in double figures. A.J. Brown really let him down. Only 1.7 points. Seemed like Jalen Hurts was feeding the ball to Devontae Smith a little bit more. So usually if A.J. Brown's the low-scoring, Devontae's kind of high-scoring or high amount of like targets, and vice versa. Speaking of Devontae Smith, I knew I was going to live or die off Devontae Smith. He was the only player left in me and Ryan's matchup. Let's see. How much was I down by? I think I needed I should have went back and did the math. I think I only needed 15 points to beat Ryan on Monday Night Football. Devontae Smith's birthday, by the way. So I'm like, okay, he's definitely scoring a tutty. Placed a bet that he'd score a tutty and over 50 receiving yards. And then I did Philadelphia defense touchdown too. So that didn't really work out. Once he finally got his touchdown, I took the lead by a point over Ryan. Now, continue to watch the rest of the game. He had a couple more receptions, so I knew that I was up by, at least, 3 points or 2 points. Or I think I was up by 3 points. And, last play of the game, Eagles have the ball in their own 10. I could just put the clip in here, but I don't know if I want to do all that, so I'll just explain. Ball on their own 10-yard line. So they got to go the whole length of the field, 5 seconds left. So what do? You can't Hail Mary that far. So you're going to throw it and just kind of do some laterals. And that's exactly what they did. They threw it to, I forget what his name is. He's like their wide receiver, 4. Throws it to him. He flips it, laterals it back to Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith starts running backwards. He's getting tackled, looks to lob it to someone. And It ends up, unfortunately, being a fumble, and Washington gets it, scores a touchdown, game over. Washington wins by 11. Okay, I'm watching the game. I'm like, ah, damn. Like, well, the little lateral thing didn't work out. Then I'm playing Fortnite with one of my buddies. Haven't played Fortnite a couple months. And I'm playing with my buddies, and I'm just checking all my fantasy teams, all 6 of mine, because I was projected. I was thinking I won them all because there was another team that was down to Devontae Smith, and I was up by like 10 in that one, so I wasn't too worried. So I go back to check. I go back to check all my teams, and then I notice I lost to Ryan by a point. Now I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? How did this happen? I was up. I had like a nice cushion. I like beat him. Like Devontae got the touchdown. He got some more receptions. I beat him. So I go to his stats, and since he was the last one to lateral it, it counted as a fumble because the other team got it and he lost possession of it. A fumble is minus 2 points. Also, when he caught the lateral, he ran back about 10 yards. So I lost a point there. So I think I must have been up by Ryan by 2 points. I must have been up by 2 because then you take away that 3 and then I'm down by 1. So that on the very last play of the game, I fucking lose. Sorry if kids are listening to this, aka Bryce might be playing in the car with Easton. I'm sorry, but I could not fucking believe that. I knew for sure I had to win, and I'm finally 5-5. That's a great win to beat Ryan because he one of the better teams. Now we're both 5-5. I'm kind of back in the picture. You know, like I said, me and Tanner were kind of, outside or inside looking outside to all these 5-5s. Me and him were the only 4-5s. Here I'm thinking that, okay, I'm about to jump outside and join the crowd. Devontae Smith, live or die off Devontae Smith. I lived and I died off him. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that one little toss counted as a fumble and I lost. I just cannot believe that, man. That is definitely the worst beat of the season so far and probably for the rest of the season. I hope none of y'all lose on some bullshit scenario like that. Unless it's to me. No offense. I go on to lose 122.46 me to 122.78 Ryan Amendola Oblongata. I know that whole spiel was very long. I just have to express my feelings. If y'all have a bad loss or something bullshit happens, y'all can send me a quick video. I'll put it in the weekly update. It's okay. Just, you gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. So I understand if y'all want to do that, just let me know. So it's probably like a 30-minute update, but I don't care. Had to let it out. Had to let y'all be aware of what the fuck happened too, So anyway, so I go to 4-6 now, which I'm not really freaking out about too much, but I kind of am because week 16 is only in 5 weeks now, and I'm 2 under 500, so need to fucking pick it up, Anyway, a lot of negative words out my mouth. Okay, this is like the most negative I've been in a while. Anyway, that really got me. It's actually really hilarious too. So I hope all y'all are laughing because this shit's actually hilarious. I was like, yeah, I finally won. I'll even show you my screenshot of the tweets because I was just so confident. I'm like, oh yeah, Devontae's got this in the bag. It's his birthday, and then that shit happened. I cannot believe that. Anyway, Amendola Oblongata has the hottest quarterback in the league right now, Justin Fields, on another playing field. Scores the most points, I think, for the second week in a row. 39.38. And second for the most points was newly acquired CD Lamb. CD Goat. Also, my punter, Stonehouse, 17 points? Dude, that's incredible. 17 points. Ties the most ever for a punter in the Famleegue to Wisnowski from, I think, maybe like week 3 with Trey. So week 4. Let's see. Also, I forgot I left out a big detail. Newly acquired Justin Herbert. I decided not to start him. My gut feeling, I've went against my gut feeling for 2 games, and they've cost me. So this time I go with my gut feeling. For some reason, I have a gut feeling Andy Dalton's going to ball out against the Saints. Unfortunately, he does not. Justin Herbert didn't have the best game either. He's playing one of the best defenses in the league. So that's why I didn't start him. Doesn't have his main wide receivers yet either. So I'm like, he could do decent. But he ends up scoring 5 more points than Andy Dalton did. So if I would have started Herbert, I wouldn't have had to complain about Devontae Smith and all that shit happened. So, man, that is tough. That is tough. So hopefully I start the right people this week. So anyway, enough about me. We're gonna move on to the King of the Hill and Team Horned Up trying to take her crown back, and she does take a step and getting that crown back. She ends up winning 97.38 to 91.66. Very close matchup. She is 1 game out of first now, trying to take that crown back. King of the Hill, you gotta watch out. You got a couple people behind you now. 1 game back. Let's see. Her Eagles defense and her kicker Elliott scored 10 points, which propelled her to a victory on Monday night. Amon Ra, more like Amon Hoorah, 22 points. For Team Hill, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man. Oh my gosh. Andy Reid must not like this guy. He gets a goose egg. I don't know why they're not playing him. That's very frustrating. So, anyway. We're going to move on to the hottest team. The temperature just rose because I just thought of him, and now I'm speaking of him. Just Joshua. Could he keep his winning streak? Of course he can. 4 wins in a row. I don't think a team has gotten to 5. I think Ryan, Jesse, and Rainey have all gotten to 4 wins in a row. But they have Sebastian Aho goal. Okay, wore that jersey today. I don't think anyone's gotten more than 4. So he ties the season-long winning streak. He gets his 4th win in a row, 120 to 99. Takes down my Yubber. Actually sent me a Snapchat saying, my regards to your fiance. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm going to need Snapchats for every time someone beats Kelsey, even though she's not going to lose another game this year. Because DJ Moore is about to pop off. Trader for Treylon Burks, who Treylon Burks actually had a good game. But I'll go ahead and just throw that trade on there. Why not? I'm already talking about it. I'll talk about it later. Josh, I'm going to cut out of your praise. So, yes, 4th win in a row. His punter got 14 points. Good indicator you're probably going to win. Your punter gets more than 10. He was only down by 1/10 of a point before Monday Night Football, and he had Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, has his best fantasy performance of the year. Let's see. Fortunate for Kelsey, she's been living hard on the Bengals with Burrow, Boyd, and Higgins. They all were on a bye. But she did pick up Jeff Wilson, who I dropped when McCaffrey got traded. And then he got traded to the Dolphins. He got 22 points under flex. Let's see. We're going to move on to, I think I said this was matchup of the week between In It 2 Win It and me and my homies in Battle of 5 and 4s. And me and my homies and his homies gang up on In It 2 Win It, and he was In It 2 Lose It. 116.94 to 104.20. In It 2 Win It snaps his 4-game winning streak. No one has gotten past 4. Kadarius Toney, 19 points on the bench. Juju's out, and so is Mecole Hardman. So Kadarius Toney might be the wide receiver 1 currently for the for Patty Mahomes And speaking of Patty Mahomes, he had another great game for me and my homies. Of course, leader of the pack. Welcome back, Jonathan Taylor, 24 points. I figured he'd playing a weak Las Vegas defense. I was kind of thinking, and he's healthy. I was kind of thinking, he definitely will score a touchdown, which I also bet and won. Unfortunately though, Zach Ertz went on the IR, his tight end, but luckily he has Dalton Schultz, who's been playing good, so easy replacement. He moves to 6-4. He is now in second place. Me and my homies in second place. Into a win, it moves to 5-4 after the 4-game winning streak was snapped. And last but not least, we have Show Me Your TDs versus Hurt So Good. These matchups were just so great. So great. Show Me Your TDs. Man, he was showing them TDs again. Scores the most points in Week 10, 146 to 128. Jay Jettis, Devontae Adams, he has the best wide receiver 1 and 2 wide receiver duo out of anyone in the league. He also had say hello to Trey, everyone. He also had 5 players score 18 or more points. So that's tough to beat. That's tough to beat. For Bryce, Christian Kirk, 31 piece. Nice. Hecker, 10 points. Yeah, anytime the punter gets over 10 points, it's pretty damn good. But what is not good is that he is putting the literal term Hurts in his team name. And the Hurts is not good. Hurts is not good. Cooper Kupp and Dallas Goedert both going to the IR. That is a tough blow for the league leading scorer. And that's a perfect segue into this very intriguing tidbit I found within our league, our stats within our league. So Bryce has the most points scored and has been for like the whole year. He's currently ranked 6th with his record, and he's 5-5, so he's like the top 5-5 team because he scored the most points. Just Joshua is ranked 5th, and he has scored the lowest amount of points. So just in the standings, just Joshua is ahead of Hurt So Good by 1 spot. But just Joshua, despite being ahead of him in the standings by a spot, he has scored the lowest amount of points, which is just so crazy. The lowest amount of scoring points is above the highest amount of scoring points. That is just, man, fantasy football is just crazy. I know, Bryce, I know that's probably pissing you off, but man, you're gonna come back. I know you got your wide receivers, kind of low right now, but man, you're gonna come back, man. So don't worry. I'm gonna put the standings there too, so y'all can look at it. I'll go ahead and read off to the standings. King of the Hill, only up by a game now, 7-3. And then it follows me and my homies in second. Tied in second, everyone's 6-4 here is Amendola Oblongata, Team Horned Up, and just Joshin, all at 6-4. Team 5-5 says Hurt So Good. It's Miller time, and it to a win it. The 4-6s is Show Me Your TDs, Scranton Stranglers, and I CDs, and then Molly at 2-8. I'll put on some trends over here. Just Joshua, like I said, 4-game winning streak, so he's turning in the right direction. Show Me Your TDs. Show Me Your TDs. He's starting to climb some. He's finally met up with some people. He's tied with me and Tanner now. So they're trending in the right direction. Me and my homies also 2 wins in a row, and he's all the way in second place now. And we have some people trending in the wrong direction. Putting the no in November. These teams have not won in November yet. It's Miller time, Scranton Stranglers, and CDs have not won in November. Not been the best month for us. Not been the best month. So hopefully we can get a win tomorrow. Speaking of the matchups, let's see what the matchups have. Let's see if they're as juicy as last time. King of the Hill trying to protect his hill that he has built. However, it's getting a little close now. Like I said, he's only got it by a game now. And he's going to face one of the teams that is trying to debunk him from his hill. Amendola Oblongata. A 1 versus 3 seed matchup. It's projected Team Hill is going to win 113 to 108. However, Amendola Oblongata is winning 5.9 to 0. Trey didn't have anyone for Thursday night's game, but Ryan did. Let's see. And then our second place team, me and my homies, facing off against me, CDs. 2-11 matchup. I'm projected to win 120.8 to 117.4. I'm currently up 24.1 to nothing. Shout out my boy Christian Watson, baby. Yes, sir. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers has found him for his reliable wide receiver 1. We'll see. I hope so. That'd be huge. And then let's see. I already said our third place team. So our fourth place team horned up at 6-4 against 5-5, 6th seed. Hurts So Good. Projected to win 114.3 to 108.1. Kendra, team horned up, leads 3-0 right now. And then we have a 5 versus 9 and just joshing you at 5. Show me your TDs at 9. Two hottest teams, arguably the hottest teams in the league, facing off. This has that MOT dub written all over it. It's projected 127.4 to 109. Show me the TDs. So a lot of these, a lot of the higher seeds, higher as in higher number, are projected to win. So a lot of upsets, but we'll see. Those projections, they'll get you. I tell you. Let's see. We have it's Miller time at the 7 seed against the 12 seed Slim Pickens. It's projected Kelsey, my yubber, is going to win 126.1 to 118.3. She's currently winning 25.36 to 0. Shout out to King Henry. And last but not least, we have the 8 seed versus the 10 seed in it to a win it against the Scranton Stranglers. 5-5 versus 4-6. Scranton Stranglers projected to win 123 to 102.8. And currently Scranton Stranglers is winning 14 to 10.7. So it's an interesting matchup too because they've swapped a lot of their players, so it's almost like a former team facing against each other. So that's another very intriguing matchup. So yeah, we have 2 girls facing off against each other. The 1 seed trying to keep his spacing against a team that could easily tie it up. The standings, it's not going to be a big 5-4 tie up. It looks like between Kendra and Bryce, they could tie it up. And same with in it to a win it, Scranton Stranglers. So they could tie it up too. All end up having the same record. All right, guys. Well, I know it's a little bit late, but it might be kind of cool to watch on Sunday before all the games. So, I was thinking about you. I have to switch it up a little bit. This will be the second to last episode that will be taking place in here. I work tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. I'm off Wednesday, and we move out of here Friday, move back to North Carolina, get married, honeymoon, then we drive to our next location, which is not here. I'll tell y'all later, or you'll find out later. Some of y'all probably already know. Anyway, so enjoy the nice view while it lasts, and then it'll be back in good old sweet New Bern, North Carolina. So, all right, guys. Well, good luck for y'all tomorrow, and enjoy the episode. And I'll probably be shooting y'all texts and Snapchats about during all this fun for tomorrow. So, ciao.
It was another fun week of fantasy football. No